Today we discuss the new topic, that is viscosity. Viscosity is the property of fluid in motion, or it is property of moving fluid. Suppose we consider the water is, consider the example of water from glass or metal glass and drop on surface. Then this water is spread over the surface or over the free surface freely and quickly. समजा पाणी असेल ग्लासामध्ये किंवा काचेच्या ग्लासामध्ये घेतलेलं पाणी जर आपण खाली सरफेसवर किंवा जमिनीवर किंवा फ्री सरफेसवर एखाद्या आपण ओतलं तर ते पटकन पसरतं फ्री सरफेसवर. And instead of water we take syrup or oil. We take example of oil or syrup or another, that is honey. When such a fluid, the water is dropped on glass material or free surface, then this spread quickly. But instead of water, we take example of oil, syrup or honey, and when this honey is placed over glass surface or any another surface, then it spreadly very slowly. Because of this, in case of oil, syrup or honey, there is force of friction. Or fluid friction. जर वाटर आपण समजा ग्लासची प्लेट आहे आपल्याकडे आणि ग्लास प्लेटवर आपण जर पाणी ओतलं ते पटकन पसरतं आणि त्याच्यावर जर आपण ऑइल ओतलं किंवा सिरप असेल एखादं किंवा मध असेल तो जर ओतला तर तो खूप स्लोली त्या ग्लास मटेरियलवर पसरतो. पाणी एकदम फास्टली पसरतं. याचा अर्थ की पाण्यामध्ये, आणि पाणी सुद्धा एक फ्लुइड आहे, मध सुद्धा एक फ्लुइड आहे, परंतु पाण्याची विस्कॉसिटी किंवा पाणी खूप कमी विस्कस आहे आणि ऑइल असेल, सिरप असेल किंवा हनी असेल हे जास्त विस्कस आहे. का? तर त्याच्यामध्ये फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन किंवा फ्लुइड फ्रिक्शन हे जास्त असतं. उदाहरणार्थ आपण पाण्यामध्ये हात बुडवला तर आपल्या हाताला जास्त हात आपण साफ करू शकतो. ते जर ऑइलमध्ये आपण बुडवला किंवा हनीमध्ये बुडवला तर आपल्यामध्ये जास्त चिकटपणा आपल्या हाताला जाणवतो. म्हणजे तोच चिकटपणा जाणवणे, तोच फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन द सरफेस ऑफ लिक्विड and surface of water. And in case of oil, syrup and honey, this viscous, तो विस्कसपणा आहे, चिकटपणा तो जास्त असतो. पाण्यामध्ये तो खूप कमी असतो, म्हणून पाणी लवकर ग्लास सरफेसवर पसरतं आणि ऑइल, सिरप आणि हनी खूप वेळाने पसरतं. and that is this condition of in case of oil, syrup or in case of honey, this syrup slowly and dip in the container. The difference in these two fluids, that is water and honey, oil or syrup, and this difference is due to fluid friction, and this friction in is both within the fluid itself, and that friction between the fluid and surrounding, that friction is nothing but, or that property is called viscosity. This property is called viscosity. जर वॉटर आणि सिरप हे दोन्ही फ्लुइड आहेत, परंतु ह्या दोन फ्लुइड मध्ये डिफरन्स आहे. कुठला डिफरन्स आहे तर याचा विस्कसपणा वॉटरचा कमी आहे, ऑइल सिरप किंवा हनीचा विस्कसपणा जास्त आहे. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये फ्लुइड फ्रिक्शन सिरप मध्ये किंवा हनी मध्ये जास्त आहे. आणि हा जो दोघांच्या मधला जो फरक आहे स्वतः आणि सराउंडिंगची, आणि ती जी प्रॉपर्टी आहे त्याला म्हणायचं विस्कोसिटी. और विस्कोसिटी इज ऑल्सो डिफाइंड एज, विस्कोसिटी इज दैट property of fluid by virtue of which the relative motion between different layers of fluid experience a dragging force, and that dragging force is called viscous force. This dragging force is called viscous force, and this viscous force opposes the relative motion of that fluid. Hence, oil, syrup and honey is slowly, very slowly spread over the glass. This is the viscosity. Now we define the another term, it is coefficient of viscosity. Or before that we define velocity gradient. Velocity gradient. Suppose we consider the different layers of fluid, or we say that this is the flow tube, imaginary flow tube, and suppose this is example of streamline flow, and this is the velocity of fluid as compared to this is the base layer called stationary layer of fluid. The velocity of that layer is very less than the velocity of that top flow line. This is called the flow line, and the velocity of this flow line is greater than from stationary layer. ह्या स्टेशनरी लेयरची जी वेलोसिटी आहे ही सर्वात कमी असणार आहे का, तर तो सर्वात कमी आहे. आणि जे वरचे लेयर आहे त्यांचा फोर्स या खाल्ल्या लेयरवर ऍक्ट असल्यामुळं ह्या लेयरचा जो वरचा लेयर आहे त्याची वेलोसिटी थोडीशी जास्त असते खाल्ल्या लेयर पेक्षा. म्हणून लास्ट लेयर आहे त्याला स्टेशनरी लेयर असं असतं. पण समजा आपण याची वेलोसिटी v धरली, त्याची वेलोसिटी v पेक्षा जास्त असणार आहे, याची वेलोसिटी v पेक्षा कमी असणार आहे. This is dv is the change in velocity, and suppose this is the distance from layer, distance from stationary layer, suppose dx, this is the x minus dx, x plus dx, and this distance is x minus dx. समजा आपण एखाद्या ट्यूब मध्ये फ्लो चालला असेल, पाईपामध्ये पाणी चाललं असेल, तर वरच्या लेयरची वेलोसिटी खाल्ल्यापेक्षा जास्त असते, म्हणून आपण v plus dv घेतो. In general, the velocity gradient is nothing but it is defined as the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity, that is dv. The rate of change of velocity, that is dv, within the distance dx is measured from stationary layer, is called velocity gradient. or the ratio of change in velocity or rate of change of velocity with distance, that is dx upon dt, and this is called velocity gradient, or change in velocity divided by distance from stationary layer is called velocity gradient. Now we define the coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity, and this coefficient of viscosity is denoted as eta. The coefficient of viscosity, the scientist Newton, or according to Newton's law for viscosity of fluid flow. So Newton's law of viscosity is stated as, or this law in case of laminar or streamline flow. So Newton defined this law in case of laminar or streamline flow. The viscous force, F, acting on any layer is directly proportional to area of layer and directly proportional to velocity gradient. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, the statement of that law, in case of laminar or streamline flow, the viscous force acting on layer of fluid is directly proportional to number 1 area of layer and number 2 velocity gradient. Therefore we can write F is directly proportional to A and dV upon dx, or F is equal to some constant called eta A dV upon dx, where this constant eta is called coefficient of viscosity. It's called coefficient of viscosity, and this eta is given as, the value of eta is given as F divided by A into dV upon dx. This is the formula of coefficient of viscosity. Eta is equal to F divided by A dV upon dx. Now the SF is measured in Newton, area meter square, velocity meter per second, and distance is meter. Then the SI unit of coefficient of viscosity is Newton second per meter square, and CGS dyne second per centimeter square. And this SI CGS unit is also called poise. The CGS unit of coefficient of viscosity is nothing but poise, or 1 poise is equal to 1 dyne second per centimeter square, and 1 Newton second per meter square is equal to 10 poise. This is the relation between SI unit and CGS unit. This is about the coefficient of viscosity. Now we discuss the another small topic, that is Reynolds number. The scientist Reynolds defined a number called Reynolds number. Reynolds number. This is denoted as Rn. The scientist Reynolds defined the critical velocity, or according to Reynolds, the critical velocity is the velocity, or at that velocity the streamline flow is converted into turbulent flow. The velocity at which the streamline flow or laminar flow is converted into turbulent flow, that velocity is called critical velocity, and this critical velocity is given as Vc. And this definition defined by Reynolds, and Reynolds obtained the relation Vc is equal to R n eta divided by rho into d, small d into d, where Vc is called critical velocity, Rn Reynolds number, eta is the coefficient of viscosity, rho is the density of fluid or density of liquid, and d is the diameter of tube or diameter of fluid tube. Therefore, Rn is equal to Vc rho d divided by eta. Using this equation, we calculate the value of Reynolds number. Now, first case, if the value of Reynolds number, that is Rn, is less than 1000, the value of Reynolds number is less than 1000, then that flow is laminar flow or streamline flow. If the value of Reynolds number is less than 1000, then that type of flow is called, or that flow is streamline or laminar flow. Second, if value of Rn is greater than 200, then the flow is turbulent. If the number or value of Reynolds number is greater than 2000, then that type of flow is turbulent flow. And number 3, if value of Rn in between 1000 to 2000, then this is the condition of laminar flow is converted into turbulent flow. जर Rn ची किंमत, रेनॉल्ड नंबरची किंमत ही 1000 ते 2000 च्या दरम्यान असेल, तर त्या स्टेजला लॅमिनार फ्लोचं रूपांतर टर्ब्युलंट मध्ये होण्याची प्रक्रिया चालू असते. जर तो नंबर 1000 पेक्षा कमी असेल तर 100% तो फ्लो लॅमिनार फ्लो असतो. Rn ची किंमत म्हणजे रेनॉल्ड नंबरची किंमत 2000 पेक्षा जास्त असेल तर 100% तो फ्लो टर्ब्युलंट असतो. आणि ज्या वेळेस रेनॉल्ड नंबरची किंमत 1000 ते 2000 च्या दरम्यान असते, त्यावेळेस ही प्रक्रिया चालू असते की लॅमिनार फ्लो इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू टर्ब्युलंट फ्लो.